Hey, gang. We are here talking the ending of the Telos NFT Artist Accelerator with our partners at Minted Vodka. So excited to be kicking this off. It's been nothing but fun and just like fantastic exchanges in our Discord regarding the art that's been going on. All of the conversations kind of that have been ancillary or adjacent to what's been going on in the scene with AI, with generative art, with just everybody's ideas have come through the gate, and we couldn't be more enthused over at Telos. So just a quick recap here. I myself am the big GUI. I'm the co-lead of the NFT department over at Telos with my fantastic co-partner Vaz NFT, along with Bass Jake and Mochi, who I would fall apart with every day without their support. So just shout out to them too in the background. And we put this accelerator program together because I think that we really saw a through line in that you need a really dynamic and interesting culture for people to hang out with in regards to artists. And I think artists really prop up any kind of NFT scene in a way that's foundational and a commitment to more than just the token of the chain. So that said, we really wanted to lace together this concept that people could come try out Telos, experiment. We gave out some Telos for them to be to minting for their first time. We laid out documentation videos on how to use Minted Vodka, and then all facilitated through our partners at Join as well. So it's been and always does exceeds our expectations. I'm always so thrilled when I see artists coming out sharing their work, and I couldn't be more enthused that they're doing it on Telos as well. So big shout out to the risk takers. But yeah, I'm gonna turn the mic over and introduce our friends from Minted Vodka, and then we'll get into it.
Yeah, hi guys. It's nice to be here. It's the second time for us and tell us to like run together a shopping spree. And this time it's even more artists, even more artwork that has been minted, and we are really thrilled to see all this creativity and also looking forward to get our hands on some of this great NFTs.
Yeah, it's looking really fantastic. Some of the artwork, and I'm looking forward to seeing as well who Telos have chosen to be the winner. There's so much great artwork, so much great stuff put out there, listed in both Telos and Gate, sorry. But no, fantastic work to everyone. Great to see the community coming together as well. Again with Telos, amazing community, and yeah, looking good. Hey Roman, I see you've joined us.
Who's all here? Right on.
Yes,
Hello there.
hello. Hi,
Backstage.
hi everyone.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Yeah, so I think let's talk about a little bit what's going to happen here today. I know we've done this before, but for any newcomers, is part of submitting in this entire thing is a chance for your artwork to be bought. So it's always fun to spend money that I didn't have to earn, but I'm always happy to support artists, and so we're gonna get together, get out here, start picking some art that we like. This is all going to go either into the Telos vault or become kind of giveaways to entice people to come also back into the environment. So your work could be, somebody's very first NFT coming in. I think that's a really cool idea. But just wanted to be showing our support for you guys, especially in a bear market. And then on top of that, at the end of the stream, we're going to announce who the winner is of the whole thing. And dear Lord, we always carve out an hour for these conversations regarding who the winner are after we've kind of, deliberated ourselves. And there's a ton of back and forth. It's always interesting to try and judge art because everybody's submissions have just been like, I love seeing stuff that is so out of my kind of frame of reference, or just wild and new with the ways that AI is allowing artists to develop too. So, yeah, really tough deliberation. And as always, we're always kicking ourselves like, why didn't we have like 5 winners? Because this is really tough. But I think we wanted to pick, you know, the pick we made, I think, takes in a lot of factors, and we'll get into that when we get down the line to picking the winners. But they're going to win 500 USDT, so that's like cold hard cash, as close as it gets in crypto right now. Knock on wood. And you're also going to get your work featured on Minted Vodka on the main page there. So you're going to be right up front, as well as the NFT department would just absolutely love to sit down and work with you guys on how to move the ball forward in your progression, if there's anything that we can assist with, and obviously make sure that your artwork gets out there, is seen. And we always find, I know, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little rambly here, but one of the coolest things about these artist accelerators or shopping sprees that we do is it brings a lot of people out of the woodworks, but then it also, those people stick around and then become part of the fabric of this community. So I'm hoping that just happens all over again here, because like you guys said, the amount of work that's shown up even in the last week is astonishing. I can't wait to get into it. So maybe without further ado, I've got my my screen here, but if Whit or Pete, you guys want to share your screen too, we can kind of jump back and forth around whose stuff is out there, and who's buying what. But I don't mind to kick it off here and then just, you know, start buying some art here.
Yeah, Whit, are you able to share? Because I'm unfortunately not in a position to share at the moment.
You guys see that okay?
That looks good.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at all those pirates lined up.
Look at all the pirates. So I one of my favorite things, and please feel free to like ask any questions or interject, but one of my favorite things about being so kind of embroidered in the fabric of this environment is I feel like I can kind of speak to these submissions, because I've either like popped in on the conversations or who they are in the community, and or if they're newcomers too. So that's always the funnest part about this, is I've got kind of a personal investment in the work that's coming out.
Let's see.
That's one of the really cool things, is it's not just anonymous artists. These are people in the community that hang out. Everyone gets to talk to everyone, share their ideas, and talk about what they're creating, which is really cool.
That's right, yeah. Here we go. So we got Mochi, Show No Kryptonator. That's what's up. Man, the chat is popping. It's so great to see all y'all in here. What's up, Jake? What's up, Irish Girl NFT, or Irish NFT Girl? Oh, there's Shelly. She's a proud pirate herself. I don't know if there's any pirate holders out there in the crowd. It's a great project. I feel like I gotta kind of like look at some of this stuff first before I.
Yeah, so there's appeared quite some new deals in the past few days.
Yeah.
So and also quite some new things minted, and I think most of it is actually for, well, there are also quite some of them sold for gate.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have popped in at the last minute. They've realized the newest things appear first. They want to be front and center when we're doing the shopping spree.
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
They're just playing it smart, really. Yeah. But we do see beyond this. We are going to scroll down through. Don't think you're going to miss out just because you're down on page 10 or something like that.
I'm just loving the variety.
Oh, look at that one. I love Telos. That person's really saying, please buy me.
There you go, right? Wow, man, there's so much stuff. There you go, Pete. I'll buy you the whole collection. Wow. Oh,
it's great to see the variety out there too. You know, it's such a great mix of stuff. More of that fun pixel art.
Yeah, Shout Out Kryptonator again. Just taking up the mantle. this really wonderful 3D art stuff here that's getting done too. Like, oh man.
Oh wow, there's a deal from Potato Man, like 6 NFTs for 50 gate. That's like a bargain.
Yeah, that's a screaming deal. Did you all see Potato Man on the Telos Buzz?
No, I missed that one.
Yeah, he showed up on their show and they had a
Excellent.
I think they had an interpreter to begin with, and then he hopped on the mic.
Where's he from then?
I'm not sure. He's got like a voice modulator on, so it's hard to know.
Oh,
He's a man of mystery.
That's all good.
There we go.
There's some of those flaming roses I was talking about the other day at the bottom of the page.
Yeah. Yeah, he was from Mission NFT actually originally. Okay, I'm gonna head up to the first page here now that I've kind of perused the. Oh, people are putting stuff up as we're shopping here too. Love it. Okay, let's pull the trigger here. I thought these ones were really cool. The Tyism, I think, was there. Oh yeah.
I see them saying Potato Man's an institution. I think maybe he's representing the entire potato
Amen.
industry. Maybe he's Belgian. He's out there selling fries or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's a really pretty
Let's
piece
go.
you grabbed there.
Yeah, now my first one. Buy it. Yeah, I did, Jake. Don't worry. Look out for Jake. He's gonna buy everything out there. We had to like put him on a leash to not buy like most of the stuff out there this week.
let's see if I can.
Well, that's a lot of Telos in your wallet there.
Oh, it's not hiding it.
Not at all, huh?
Oh, there it is. Okay. Whew. Scared me, buddy. No, I just swapped it all for wrap because I was like, I ain't coming home with any. The house is gonna want the cash back if I don't bring anything back. Oh, there's another one too. Man, these troopers are great too. I really like these.
Don't talk to me about football. Belgium's out as of today.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
they couldn't get a win against Croatia. They needed a win.
Oh,
They drew 0-0, so they're gone.
so,
That's
so
all right.
there'll
I've
be
still
more.
got,
So there'll be
Oh,
more
how many-
fun
what
on
a
the streets
deal.
of Brussels.
for
Yeah, that's
sure.
right.
I'll have to support England now. I've got plenty of options.
Those look really good.
I'm gonna nab these guys, I think. So troopers they come from I believe it's a Latin American community. They've got a previous project that's fantastic. They showed up in Mission NFT as well, but they shout out the Trooper Gang because they are some of the like kindest, nicest people in the world.
So that was all of those in the offer.
Yeah, I
That's
snapped it up. That was too good of a deal.
That's one of the things I like is that you're not just having one NFT in an offer. You've got all the flexibility there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I was actually roasting Mochi the other day because like he finally got his Mbappe NFT, but he really just kind of laid everything out on the floor to Jake there on your guys' offers.
So
Oh, we got a pirate on the floor too. I think this is such like a great kind of showcase of where AI is right now. Like, how crazy good is it? You know, like,
yeah.
But it's scary stuff because you look at where it is now and how fast it's come
Mm,
on in just the last,
Yoink.
yeah.
2 or 3
Yeah.
years. And you think, well, 2 or 3 years from now, what are we going to be seeing? It's really
Yeah.
incredible stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
it really makes me think that by like probably 2024, we're probably going to be looking at images that are like indiscernible from,
Yeah.
from
But
reality.
for me, those are also just tools like Photoshop. I mean,
Mhm.
Photoshop also makes things easier for you. And here, as an artist, your job will be to do the settings right and also to write some specific prompts. So it just makes certain things easier. So your job simply becomes another one, like teaching the
Mhm.
the AI and writing the right prompt. So I don't see why. I mean,
Well,
there's a
yeah,
lot
but
of discussion. Like it's
I think that the best artists as well don't just create the image, they then touch it up and make it their own. They put
yeah,
their own tweak on it afterwards. So
yeah,
they
sure.
may
Mhm.
start with the AI generated image,
Mm, mm,
but then there's some polishing that they do on top, or restyling and just tweaking it, and that's a lot of creativity goes into that as well.
Mhm. Yeah, we've I've threw a couple tweets up here. We've had a really big kind of debate internally about AI, both in our communities and with ones kind of like Join. And it's so interesting to hear where people fall on it because it's kind of a contentious subject. People are either very much for it or very much against it. But I think you're right, Pete, in that it's a tool and an extension. But my buddy Gian made it like a really wonderful point around how um it gives access to people with disabilities
yeah.
into an artistic endeavor, and I think it's
Mm,
like it's a lot of those things that like maybe we're so used to a mode of operating, but doors are just blasting open for people with any kind of physical disability. This I'm sure I have very little kind of artistic skill of my own in terms of traditional art, but I feel like AI art has just unleashed this floodgate of my imagination that it's kind of
yeah.
garbage in, garbage out, right? Like it's just like anything else that um, it's a tool. It's not going to just do it for you, and you learn that very, very quickly,
Mm,
very, very quickly.
Well,
Shout
well,
out,
I
shout
think
out,
it's actually
Outlander.
a new. I think
Sorry,
it's a new era of art if you think about it. When
hundred
photographs came
percent.
out, people are like, this isn't art. This is just a machine taking an image of the world. And now people again, AI is coming out. People are saying, but it's not art. It's just
yeah.
something generating it. But if you look back in some years' time, and people will be looking back at the early AI
Mm,
creations and how people were working with it, how people are manipulating it, and then saying, yeah, it was art, but a lot of people didn't realize it at the time.
yeah. And for traditional art, digital art was
Did
also
any
not
one of you
art. And,
watch Last Week Tonight with John Oliver about AI?
No,
Oh, I
I
meant to
missed
watch
that.
that one. I didn't see it yet. I'll make an effort though. What did he have to say? I bet he was scathing about it. Can you summarize it or let
The
us know what he
suspense
said?
is killing me.
Yeah, come on. You can't just leave us hanging like that.
People
Cool line.
made funny compilations by yeah, writing some sentences about John Oliver with I don't know what the kind of
It's like my mum. I showed her AI art generating program. I said, you can have whatever you want there. And
Yeah,
she
yeah.
said, I want to see Meghan Markle sitting on a toilet looking sad. I was like, what? What? Okay, yeah, here you go. That's what you want. That's
Nice.
what you get. But
For
you can have
careful what
whatever
you
you
wish
want, and
for.
that's what you choose
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah, I was doing I had a hangout the other night where I was just in a Twitter Spaces asking for AI prompts from the audience, and it was a lot of fun because like some people it's a hard concept to really grasp until you see it kind of instantaneously happen before your eyes, right? Like it's kind of nebulous in some ways, but like it was so much fun because I was like kind of smashing ideas together. Like I did Bernie Sanders holding like a huge machine gun, and it just looked hilarious, and like just the smashing of ideas together like that. I just love it.
Hmm.
But it takes quite a bit to be able to craft something that comes out. You know, I've
Hmm.
seen and created so many images that are just such a mess, and you think, oh my goodness, what happened here, and how did we end up with this? But it's learning and adapting and figuring out what works, what doesn't work, what gives you the results you want. And like someone came up with a comment earlier, it's not just creating the images. If you can make a story around it or add some layers to it, it makes it that much more of a creation, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Well, I know I've kind of talked to you a little bit about it, Pete. Is how like I want to use this in terms of like D&D storytelling and how it can kind of keep up with the narrative that is being told in an interesting new way. That it's like obviously it's not in real time, but the fact that I can kind of somewhat make prompts prior, so I'm not having to just like use reference material like I was all the time, but just how it kind of opens up a whole new possibility for storytelling, and storytelling in like I like doing AI prompts kind of in a style as opposed to just the wildness of the generator itself. So just like what it could mean in terms of gaming, I think is really interesting, but also just the experience of imaginative play for something like D&D. It just adds a whole new layer that I think my nerdy ambitions just I want more people playing the game. So it
Well, this is
I
something
just
that
love it.
I've been using generative art for a lot. I've been generating all sorts of medieval images and taverns and busy taverns and quiet taverns and castles and corroded and crumbling
Mm,
castles. A lot of things just to have things in the toolbox. But then I started realizing, you say it's not real time, but with these generators, particularly some of the generator services, if it can only take 1 or 2 minutes to create
yeah.
some art,
Hmm.
and that's near enough real time. By the time you start describing it, and once you finish describing it, you've got a selection of images, and you can just throw one of those up to your players and say, and this is
Mm.
how it looks, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, in the like I don't mean this to become like a huge discussion on AI, but it's almost like it's a strange reflecting pool for so many things about like what it is to be human, the creative and internal process that you go through in making decisions. And I think the thing that always strikes me is like the people who are the biggest opponents of it. Um, I think are more so scared of what it means for their, some people are invested, hundreds of thousands of dollars, years of technical practice. Like I get why that makes you angry that this just spits it out and
Mm.
that seems soulless to you. But I think that to me, AI is like, wouldn't you
It's a
want to stack
different kind
or
of art, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
You know, you're
imagination.
never going to have AI generating stuff in the same precise way
Mhm.
as an artist who's put all that effort in, and they are going to be able to create something so much more coherent and something that really precisely meets what their vision is and what their concept of the art is, and they can get it really exactly right. Whereas with AI, you're trying to steer the machine to get what you're wanting, and you're going to have to be flexible. You're going to need to have some wiggle room about what you accept and what you don't accept. And it's two completely different ways of looking at things. And you can tell, well, at the moment, you can tell 9 times out of 10 when something's generated by AI versus a real artist. But in the future, you will see by the coherence and the pattern of the images and the way that the artist creates exactly what they want or what you want or what they're trying to portray. It's still a valuable skill, and it's still going to be very much needed out there.
Yeah. And you can also spend a lot of time generating just the right image. I mean, it depends on how thorough you are or on how you really want it to look. I mean, I myself have generated some art, and I find myself like looking through hundreds of images till I find the ones that really works, and changing the prompt all the time to get just the image that I wanted to have. And sometimes you simply don't get an image that you just imagine it to be, and so you give up. But as you said, it's simply a different form of art, and I can imagine in the past the traditional artists who work in traditional art have also been skeptical about digital art. I mean, if you work with Photoshop, you have all the access to all this great tools and colors, and you don't even have to get your fingers dirty. And I mean, back then any painter could also say, but this is not art. I mean, you don't even get your hands dirty. Well, we are in the same situation right now. You don't get your hands dirty in a way that you don't paint, but you still have to work to get something that is really looking and good looking. And as you also said, you need a story behind it, and maybe even a series of in your art, in your collection, that has a certain theme. And so I think there's much more to it. And I also think that in the future, the artists will have to focus more on marketing and on how they get out there with their creations. And this is also a big part of how you present it, how the story behind the artist, etc.
Yeah.
So
couldn't agree more.
Sorry,
Well,
I'm just going to need to. Sorry, I'm just need to step away now because I've got another commitment that I absolutely have to go to, I'm afraid. But I'm really looking forward to look back, see the rest of this discussion and the art that you get, and finally see the winner. I'll leave you with Roman, Vit, and Phil, who will certainly keep it going. But thanks very much, GUI. And
yeah, thanks
keep
for
up the
coming
great
out, Peter.
work.
Thanks for making this happen and just being so responsive all the time to our community. Appreciate it.
Cheers. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye all.
Talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Bye, Pete.
Okay, so I picked up a couple here. I gotta go back and look at this one. We were talking about this one the other day, and this like 3D style art
Oh wow.
is so like the color palette is fantastic.
Yeah.
I like how the token numbers like incorporated into it in a really like not obvious way, and I just like this. I always love seeing people's imaginations like this. It's the color choices are fantastic. The pink really pops.
Yeah. Well, that
Looks
does
really
shout out.
awesome.
that does look like a lot of work. I mean, this is not some low effort.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to find Peter's shot I just bought too. This one I was just crazy about too. This was
Oh, nice
made
colors, nice
made in
lighting.
Blender too. So this is a 3D model that gets rendered down into an image shot. So it's interesting how you wouldn't know that initially looking at it, but it adds such a like the field of depth here. I really like what this artist does.
Nice. I'm a little bit jealous because there's certainly much more to choose from in Telos deals than in Gates. So, but I also already have collected some nice pieces, I think.
This is a cool one too. Nurture season. I really like this kind of stuff because I have done similar approaches before
Yeah.
where I think this is an AI render, but then you go on and kind of filter it or add kind of artifacts to it. It just gives it that like you could definitely pass it as like a 3D or like a 3D rendered image, but I just think it's cool. I'll buy it. Say no more.
Oh.
How's everybody out there in the
So
chat going?
oh, you're buying the same thing, I think.
Oh, at the same time?
Okay.
Here, I'll
Yeah,
swap over. I'll swap to your
no,
stream here.
it's possible because it's
That's
a
hilarious.
non-escrow marketplace, and let's see which one goes first. I think
That's
unpublished.
hilarious.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, I don't know. I think
I
my
think I got
transaction
it.
failed. You got it?
The only
Okay.
like this is you can see Telos no front running in action here, guys.
Yeah,
funny
that's
is that?
okay.
Okay, you have been a little bit faster than I. Okay.
How funny is that, eh?
So I also tried to accept that the creator has created like these two deals, one in Telos and one for Gates, and at the same time I've been trying to accept the other deal, and it failed because artwork was gone, so the artist did not have it anymore in his or her wallet, and so the deal couldn't be accepted.
Boom.
Okay.
Oh, these are really interesting too.
I like red.
Yeah, that's a really cool use of color.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take it. What the artists should be doing actually, not many have done so as far as I could see, is to create a profile, a creator's profile, because right now, if the artist had created a profile here on Minted Vodka, it would say created by, and then the name, the display names that they have chosen. So I can even show to you. It's really easy to do if you go here to the astronaut and settings. You can kind of decide your name and the username. The username is simply used later for the URL in the browser. And then you can say, yeah, I am an NFT creator, select the cover picture, description, and then to Twitter ID or website URL, but all these things are optional. And what it does is that later on you get this profile with this URL, and basically it well, it shows the deals that you have and also the the collections that you have created, and then everywhere instead of this address, your name would appear with direct link to your profile. And another nice thing about it is that on the main site, you'll be able to also feature you as a creator. So all these are profiles, right? So I can go to any of them and see like description and link to the Twitter account, for example, this artist, and all the offers on the marketplace that are open right now by this artist, and also all the collections that that have been minted. So it's simply one place where the users that buy these things and that follow these things can see, this is the same person who has minted all this stuff. Otherwise, you're just a number, right? You're just this cryptic number. So yeah, guys, it's really simple to do, but it offers just a lot of advantages. So make sure you you create a profile. If you start minting on Minted Vodka, it's yeah.
Hey, that's good to know. I know I set one up last night, but it's good to know it's there. I know we just had Telos Culture
Yeah.
ask about that, so hopefully, yeah, just head up to the astronaut in the corner there, and then
Yeah.
it should be edit profile.
And also, I've created a profile simply to also have like this quick link to the current wallet where I collect all the great stuff that I'm buying on shopping sprees, to be able to share it with the community later. So yeah, let's see.
Keep going.
There's more red here, like a bloody dagger club.
Yo, this one's great. This is shout out Irish NFT girl. She's been doing some really wicked AI stuff too, but this is a fantastic. I think let me know if I'm wrong because I think she's in the chat is I think it's a self-portrait as well.
Bloody dagger club.
And always on the join contest. Such a great part of that community.
Yeah, you well, you have the advantage that you know more about it. I said it's the last time in August. You have the advantage that you know more about this artist than I do, the story behind it. But I think I'm going to take it. I like it.
There we go. So you can kind of see that in action. Created by Irish NFT girl. Link to her page. Let's go. So
Okay.
great. I learn something new every day then too. This is great. Every day's a learning day. Let's keep digging. Okay, we got a request from Telos Culture to go to the further back pages. Let's do it. I think they're prompting us to look at their work. Oh, I gotta nab this one by Peter though. I don't know why I didn't go through the first time. Shout out Peter, one of the great photographers on Telos. His collection sold out last time on the spending spree. Love you, buddy.
I like that he adds a lot of text to his work.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah, he is he's always on the hunt for great shots.
Yeah, he's been also one of our featured artists. He's
That's
always
right.
appears on the front page of Minted Vodka. Like you said, he's been around for a few months now, and it's great photography. So
Yeah,
big fan.
absolutely. Great dude too. Love chatting with Pete.
I've already bought a few of his photos.
Let's go to the back end here and see what we can find. Oh, I was eyeing this one up. So I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Anybody who knows me, I'm just bonkers about it. And so is Base Jake. And this one just totally reminds me of like a
Oh,
back to
wow.
tank from Star Wars, like when Luke Skywalker gets
Yeah.
his ass whooped by the Wampa, and I think Darth Vader's in one of them at some point in Rogue One. In Rogue One, that's right. So I got to have that. Shout out MJ Dewdraw. There we go.
To be honest, I haven't even seen the latest 1 or 2 Star Wars movies. Somehow lost the track of when, what happens, and who is who.
You know what? As
Just a
like
complicated.
as a diehard Star Wars fanboy myself, I've really come to terms with the latest movies are kind of terrible. I might catch some heat for that, but like that's not to say the series Andor just came out on Disney Plus and is probably the best Star Wars out there by a long shot in a long time. The storyline is fantastic. The characters are fantastic. It's not like a terribly CGI'd to death kind of thing.
Mm.
Just love it.
But lately, I've learned that Star Wars is not just movies, right? I've seen a photo somewhere of a bookshelf with like hundreds of Star Wars books by like dozens of authors, and
Yeah.
what is that? I mean, if I'm losing track with the movies, if there are people who keep track of all those stories and all of those books, it's like crazy.
And you know
How
what the craziest part is? Is it's like mostly like three guys that write most of that lore. So it's like how they can keep all of that story in their head is it's incredible.
and I mean they do have to coordinate somehow the story between them, or I mean it's like by the end of the day it's like blockchain. If if they diverge, then they create a hard fork. It's not Star Wars anymore, but Star Wars Classic, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. No, honestly, I think it would actually like serve the franchise really well to do that. Needs some new blood in it. All right, this one was dope. Bappa was into that. Yo, those are so good. Kryptonator
Yeah,
has just shot up in talent. Like the dude has been studying pixel art.
yeah.
Pirates look great. These look great. These are an homage to the Infernals, I think, but just so well done.
But look at this. I think it's 32 by 32. I haven't counted. I've done some pixel art myself, and
I think
so
I
many
think
things.
it's
You can even see a parrot here. Look at
yeah,
this.
yeah, it's so well done.
Hmm.
There we
Hmm.
go.
It's
Danky Star Wars reference there, Jake. Shout out troopers. Yo, what's up, guys? I bought a batch.
the parrot one is.
Okay, we'll do
Immortals. I will accept it.
we'll announce the winner in 10 minutes, let's say.
Yeah, sure.
Yo, that one's great too.
I think I've
Okay.
already spent at least half of my budget.
This one's great. This reminds me of is anybody too old enough to know Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That too deep a cut from back in the day? This reminds me of one of the characters from it.
Okay.
3D rendered stuff. Dig it. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. These ones are great. Shout out Wild Monk. He did like a time lapse GIF. Looks so
Oh yeah,
good.
I've seen those minted. Yeah, it's very great.
I'm gonna snap that up. Hell yeah. Happy to support you, buddy. Back to want to make sure I get at least one of each from a few of them. These we were talking about these anime ones this morning. Like these are Just fire. And I think it's AI, but I don't care at all. It's so good.
Yeah. I think
I've
it's
been
AI.
doing
How is
so
it called?
much anime AI. Boggs, I think, is the creator. Yeah, shout out Boggs. Firework, homie.
I think there's a platform, there's an AI technology called Novel AI that is.
Oh, yeah.
You know it?
Yeah,
It's like
novel
very
AI. Yeah.
specialized on this anime style, and it does a really great job in creating those.
Let's go from the back to the front here.
Did you already buy some of the cats I linked you? We need one of them.
Of which ones?
One of the pixel art cats. I was in the link.
Oh, Bosco?
I've seen those. Yeah, I think we must have already someone in our collection. I'm not sure, but I'm going to look for them now.
I think this is prior to the spending spree. These muscle trees are dope too. I really like those.
Let's see.
I'll take that. What a steal of a deal. That's right, Jake. Straight flames. Straight flames.
Let's see if I can find the cats.
Hopefully people are seeing how fast these transactions are too. Don't want to flex, but pretty fast. Maybe the fastest out there, and I don't know. Yeah, this is cool. Is this the future?
Is this the future? Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay.
With kitties on their rugs?
I have a cat. At least one. Let's see. There are more cats.
Oh, that's cool. I love the colors in that one. I'll take it. I'll take it. Shout out Johal. Johal, I think you're. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. Shout out for using that AI. That's what's good. Ooh, yeah, the bugs. That's right. Have you guys seen the bugs yet?
Oh wow.
Thought I saw them. I'm gonna go hunt for the bugs. Oh, I gotta nab a few of these too. Oh boy. This blew right by.
Oh, unpublished. I found another one that you've already bought, I think. Oh yeah. That's not
Snooze
fair.
you lose.
We need a better system next time. Okay. Next one. Nice.
Boy, just shout out everybody who entered. This is like so much stuff out here. I'm so stoked on this.
Oh, let's see. This seems like. Oh, there's more. Where was it?
Yeah, where did the bugs go? I'm gonna try and hunt those down.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
The
I've
purple
seen
one looks really cool from the color.
Maybe
Oh
they're
yeah,
at the
buy the
back.
whole pack. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I will. I like the pack deal.
Yeah, me too.
The thing is,
Oh,
some of
nice.
those are also sold in separately. So just as an example,
yeah.
those deals are not valid anymore, but they still appear because the system does not automatically know that that they are gone. But anytime before you accept a deal and spend your gas fees, you can always click on
Hit
like
the
refresh, and then you'll see that oh, maybe refresh here, that it's unpublished in theory, unless it's another one, or unless I've found another bug.
Maybe there were several units minted. I don't know.
Ah, yeah, maybe. I'll shall I
Because
try?
well, you can try if I mean it wouldn't work if it's
Yeah, no, it didn't work.
okay. So the
Okay,
sync that it didn't catch it for some reason.
the sync takes a few moments to complete, right? Maybe it's simply not.
Yeah, maybe yeah.
But anyway, if it's gone, it's gone. It's impossible to accept it, and they will disappear then from here. Let's see. I'll try with another one.
Shout out everybody in the chat. Hope you're all doing well.
Oh, okay, we'll need to have a look at that. Let's see. I already have some potato heads. Oh, a samurai potato head. Tempting.
Well, it's funny. He's like Potato Man's made like I think that's supposed to be mochi. Or no, sorry, the one to the left of that is mochi. I am the one with the axes and the mask. Like he's made a few like around some people or personalities that tell us too. It's really fun.
Ah. Okay, I'm going to collect some of you.
Oh, there's the bugs. Here we go. I gotta get that Satoshi bug. That's what's up. Shout out Danny. These look great. Very unique too. I haven't seen anybody do something like that before.
Okay. What are these? What are these?
Looking kind of scary.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Base Jake stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a collection called Acolytes that came out on Halloween, and it's 50 of these images. He speaking of AI, he used to generate initially, and then went in and like pixelated them post image too. So it's this really cool, very small collection of super high quality images, in my opinion.
I'll read this word with the title.
By one of the true G's on the chain.
I think I want to have at least one in my collection simply for the variety, and it does look like interesting, like nothing else. So why not?
Yeah, I think they make like really cool profile pictures, in my opinion.
Also, that's a profile picture.
Yeah, it's closest to get with AI. Okay, well, I
That's
we're
nice.
I want to be observant of time here. So I think it's probably worth getting on to the winner here and
Yeah.
stoked to kind of go over it. So it was an incredibly hard task to pick a winner here. We really deliberated and sparred it out for an hour this morning. Just when the final stuff was coming through. I think really what we were looking for from this contest, obviously the artistic merit is a big one, but also
Mhm.
I think what is a very Telos thing is, um, the people who are here for the creative aspect, and really seeing the potential for growth that comes up in, um, you know, eh, not just coming over and trying a contest. And as much as like we absolutely love that aspect of coming over and trying, is to see people who are starting to kind of burrow in, see themselves as the fabric of what's going on here, and I think in our choice is being able to bring them from point A to point B along on their journey, and I think that there's so much potential
Mhm.
in that, and I can see the kind of dedication to an idea along with all that. So as a department, we came together, and the winner of the accelerator program this round goes out to the artist who did Lighter Punks, Rexiel. Want to have a big congratulations.
Nice.
We do have some honorable mentions that I'm gonna kind of follow up on after with Twitter here, and just kind of showcase the honorable mentions, because it's always like it's always after the fact that we're just like, there's so much good stuff. Wish we could have broken this up.
Mhm.
But shout out to Lighter Punks for just a really quirky concept that I think really embodies just this, where I think I see a lot of promise in NFT artists, and really been working on the chain here too, and being a real contributor, and we just absolutely love that. And thanks so much everybody for coming out and participating. Please don't be worried if you didn't win this round the big cash. Still, again, wanted to really show our support by buying your work, and really that you took a chance on building over here. And we were kind of talking beforehand, and this definitely won't be the last kind of accelerator program that we're running. So really want to invite people to keep on coming out, and really submitting, because you mean the world to us. And thanks so much, Minted Vodka, for like having just the slickest marketplace to make this work for everybody. And you've really been such a shining star in our marketplaces, as far as listening to what our feedback is, being so responsive, and I think we've got such a bright future together.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you help us too, because from all these people who use the platform, we get all this valuable feedback, and you help us find all the bugs and all the things that could work better. We learn a lot regarding user experience, and we try to get better. So there's a lot of valuable feedback coming our way, and it's a pleasure to have you all here and to participate in these events. And also, it's great to have Telos as our right now our principal chain where all the action happens. And yeah.
Well, they're gonna have to
Uh,
fight us for that spot, because we're coming out strong.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, these events are really great. The shopping spree, and I really hope that we can repeat it in the near future and maybe make it even more engaging. So yeah, great stuff.
100%. Thanks so much for coming out, guys. We haven't spent. Oh, don't worry, Danny. I grabbed a couple bugs there. Haven't spent the whole thing, so we've kind of got to roll into some other meetings here. But I will definitely still be kind of spending throughout the day. So make sure
Mm.
that if you didn't get in on this hour, there's still stuff going on, and in the background. And again, congratulations, Lighter Punks and Rexiel, for your winning submission, and everybody else who came along. So appreciate you guys. And we'll catch you soon.
Thank you, guys. And
Thanks for
Thanks a
having
lot.
us.
See ya.
Bye bye.